One woman wrote a sentence that changed everything. In 1949, Simone de Beauvoir wrote a sentence that wasn't designed to be revolutionary. It was designed to be true. One is not born, but rather becomes a woman. With those words, she didn't write a book. She wrote a war. She was born in Paris into a bourgeois family. Her father wanted her to be beautiful. Her mother wanted her to be silent. Society wanted her to be invisible. Simone had other plans. At age 9, her father told her, "It's a pity you're not a boy. You could have been a diplomat." She decided to become one anyway. Not as a diplomat, as a philosopher. She passed her aggregation in philosophy at 24. She beat her male competitors. Most didn't even notice. They still saw her as a woman who needed to have a defined place, a role, an identity that wasn't hers but assigned to her. That obsessed her throughout her entire life. Who decides who you are? You or a society that was born before you? She wrote a 700-page book that destroyed every lie ever told about women. She didn't write about feminism. That word didn't exist in that context yet. She wrote about the construction of femininity as a prison. And here's the genius. She didn't blame men. She blamed the system that teaches you to see yourself as an object. Beauvoir proved that femininity is not something you are. It's something you're made to be. The church makes you pure. Patriarchy makes you obedient. Capitalism makes you desirable. But none of those is you. You are the subject of your own life. Or, at least, you should be. The book was censored. The church condemned it. Critics said it was obscene, subversive, dangerous. They were right about all of it, except for the judgment. She lived with Sartre without marrying. She had relationships with men and women. She wrote. She traveled the world. She refused to have children because she didn't want to be defined as a mother. She did exactly what she preached. She lived as the subject of her own life, not as the object of someone else's. And here's what hurts. Even when she was canonized as a feminist, they still reduced her to Sartre's girlfriend or the woman who slept with her students. They never saw her for what she was, a philosopher who rewrote how we understand freedom. Because that's what Beauvoir did. She didn't write a feminist manifesto. She wrote the philosophy of freedom. And it turned out that freedom's the one thing a patriarchal society never wanted women to have. Women can vote, they can work, they can divorce, they have rights that Beauvoir helped them gain. But there's still a problem. We're still taught to be seen, not to see, to please, not to think, to complete others, not to complete ourselves. Beauvoir's legacy is not that she won. It's that she asked a question so powerful, we still can't fully answer it. She proved that freedom isn't something given to you. It's something you take. And that taking freedom is the most dangerous and necessary act a person can perform. In Historia que camina, we reuse figures like Beauvoir not to put them on a pedestal, to ask uncomfortable questions about power, freedom, and identity. Because clothing isn't just fabric, it's a declaration. Explore the collection. The link is in the description.